Hello everyone, and welcome to another card tutorial. Today we're going to be featuring some Copic coloring and using the Candlelight Garden stamp set. This features the very popular mason jars that everybody's doing crafts with these days. So if you if you got a stamp with little wobbly edges like this, if you take it and just plop it down where it'll naturally go and be straight, then you can take your stamp block and pick it up that way, and then you won't have any crooked lines in your stamp. So I'm just going to ink this up with some Tuxedo Memento black ink that's Copic coloring friendly, and stamp it on my paper here. Always use the little foamy thing that comes with your stamps. Now I'm going to color it and clean it using my spritz cleaner and my little scrubby pad. And then I'm just going to grab the little bouquet from the same stamp set, ink it up with the Memento Tuxedo Black. And position it inside my mason jar. Make sure to give it a good press so all the ink transfers. Do this one a little scrubby to scrub. Get it all clean. Now the other thing I'm going to put on here in this stamp set comes this light string, like outside lights that you string up in your patio. So cute. So I'm going to just take my long block, pick those up. Oops. And I'm going to stamp this right directly over my flowers. Okay, give this one a little scrub. It's all ready to go back together. Okay, so now I'm going to start by coloring the mason jar. I'm going to use Copic's C1, C0, and C00 to color this. So I'm actually going to start with usually I start with the lightest color, but today I think I'm going to start with the darkest color. I'm going to start with the C1. And up here in the, let me see if I can just, here we go, get closer down on it. I'm going to put this darkest color in the back side of the jar lid right up here, because that would naturally have shadows. And then on the edges it'd be darker, where you can use looking at more layers of the glass. And then the valleys inside the screw-on cap part. And then just right along the edge, you will, because you'd see the glass curve, so you'd see some shadowing right along the edge of the glass. And then we'll just go over this line that's in the stamp for the bottom, and these lines on the side. We'll go over those a little bit more too. Okay. So the next we're going to go in with the C0, and we're just going to extend everything out a little bit. Smooth that line around the edge. Okay. And now we're going to go in with the C00 and blend that out further. Just doing a light flicking motion. Just to get some ink on there. And I think what I'm going to do is take the Zero, the colorless blender, and just kind of go in here just to kind of smooth this out just a little bit. There, when that dries, that should look good. Okay, now we'll start with some of the flowers. I think for this big flower here, we're going to use a violet series. We're going to use the B25, the B20, and the B22. All right, so let's start with our lightest. I think I'm just going to do an overall coat with the lightest one. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the B22, and I'm just going to lay down a little bit of color in the bottom of each of the petals, behind petals. Some of those natural shading spots and just some natural darkness spots of the flower. Let's see, and then what I'll do is I will come in with the B25 and just add just a little bit more, get some darkness in there. So let me do that and I'll be right back with you. We're going to do it in the blue violet series. We're going to do the BV04, BV02, and BV01. So again, I'm going to start with the 01, and I'm just going to lay down an all over base coat. Okay, oops. The bottom part of the flower. All right, now I'm just going to come in with the 2, put some shadowing in underneath. And on the inside, the little petals. Okay. Oop, keep taking off the wrong end of the marker. Okay, just put in a little bit. Do a little bit more on the bottom side because it's where natural shadows would be. And then come back with my 2. Just blend that out just a little bit. All right. And then back in with the 1. All right. Now we will do this top little flower here in the back to the violets, and we're going to use the V4, V1, and V000. So we'll start again with the V000, the lightest color. Lay down a base coat. Then I'll come in with the B1. Do some shadowing. Outside, we're going to give a little bit more shadow. Then with the darkest color, the 4. Okay. Back to the middle color, the B01. And blend it on out with the lightest color. All right. Now we're going to do these little flowers here. I'm just going to do 2 colors since they're small. We're going to do the RV, the red violet, the 52 and the 55. So actually I think on this one I'm going to start with my darkest color. Just go right in the center here. Not really going to do much blending on these. And then the lightest color, just going to go right over that. Okay. Now we'll do the leaves. We're going to use G99 and G94 for the leaves. We're going to just go ahead and mark the veins and the shadowing first on the leaves. I'll do these little balls up here too. I'm not sure what those are. Now we'll come in with the lighter color. Blend that out. Let's see. And the shadowing is not quite dark enough, so you can always go back in and add a little bit more. I think those are good. Just wanted to do a little bit more of that vein line in the leaf. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good for that. Now, let's see, we'll do some yellow inside the lights. I'm going to do maybe a Y13, nice bright yellow. Let's see, I'll take this little spongy pad out. I'm just filling these in. They're lights, little small lights too, so no need to do any shadowing on these. We'll do a little bit of a halo of a glow out around them in a minute. Let's see. All right, now let's take our Jelly Roll pen, a Sakura Jelly Roll pen, in the pink and the black. Let's see, I think I want to do the pink for this tie right here. And the Sakura Jelly Roll pen, you can get these anywhere. I think I got a set of these at Michael's one day. And let's see, I think I'll do the little stamens inside this pink flower with this. That'll look pretty. Okay, then I'm going to take the black one and just go over this line right here just to give it a little sparkle and pizzazz. I can't seem to talk and draw at the same time. Sorry about that. All right, okay, that looks good. All right, I see a little spot right here where my stamp just didn't quite stamp dark enough, so I'm going to take a Copic multi-liner and just lightly trace over those lines. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Okay, now to finish off, I give it a little bit of background, something to stand on. Let's I'm going to take a W00. This is a warm gray, and I'm just going to create like a shadow. Just very light kind of flicking motions. And I think I'm going to take an E quadruple 0, right? Yes. Just for like something that's for it to stand on. I think I'm going to go back in with the warm gray. Just darken that up just a little bit. And now to smooth out some of these little lines, I'm going to just use my colorless blender. Just go right over that and smooth that together. Okay, when that dries, that'll look good. All right, now I'm going to go in with a B quadruple 0. And I'm just going to go right around my image just to make it stand out a little bit. A light blue is always good to do this with. And then once I do that, I think I'm going to go around the edge with the colorless blender too. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, got all that done. Now I'm going to take a Y000 and I'm just going to make a soft glow around each of the lights. And I'll go back over that with the colorless blender as well, just to smooth out the little lines. So I'll be right back after I do that. Okay, now I'm going to go over everything with a clear Wink Stella brush pen. These also are available at your local craft stores. So I'm just going to go right in the lights with this, and this just gives everything a little bit of a glimmer without having to mess with glitter. Alright, and I think I'm going to put some on the mason jar. Alright. Okay, now, and to finish it off, I'm going to use a little, let's see, on a second. Okay, found it. I'm going to use Close to My Heart liquid glass. And this goes on a little cloudy, but it dries clear. And so to just give these little lights some dimension. This is a similar product to Ranger's Glossy Accents as well. All right, so there is my little coloring project, and I will be making a card out of this as well. So stay tuned for the card. Thank you. Have a great day. Appreciate you watching.